Hey friends, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Aaliyah, and today I'm going to be taking you on a full walkthrough tour of Wonder of the Seas. This is Royal Caribbean's newest and largest ship to date, with its maiden voyage being March 4th, 2022, and sailing in at 1,188 feet long, 210 feet wide, with a maximum capacity of nearly 7,000 passengers. Starting off with Deck 18 is the Royal Suite deck, which is comprised of the Owner's Suite, Crown Loft Suite with balcony, Royal Loft Suite, and Ultimate Family Suite. With these suites, there is private access to a sun deck, which is towards the aft of the ship. On the 17th deck is the Social 100 patio, which is for the Social 100 Kids Club. This is for ages 12 to 17, I believe, which obviously I did not have access to, so I could not show you guys. But on the other side of the Social 100 patio is a sun deck, which everyone has access to. Here you have a beautiful view of the water slide. And then towards the aft of Deck 17, we have the Indoor Grand Suites, which is another deck of suites. On this floor, you have access to the Suite Lounge and Coastal Kitchen, which are very great dining options. And here's a little porthole view of the top of Deck 15. On the forward of Deck 16, we have Hooked Seafood, which is a New England-style seafood restaurant. Attire is casual, so you don't have to dress up fancy to go here. Moving on towards the mid of the ship, you're going to see these two water slides to my left, which are Cyclone and Typhoon. These are the slides located on the port side of Wonder. The wait times can get pretty long, but it is worth it just to experience it at least once. Over here you can see the kids' water play area, which we will be showing later on in the video. But look how beautiful this day was out today. Embarkation day could not have been more perfect. And now we are approaching Lime and Coconut, one of the many bars that Wonder of the Seas has to offer. And I didn't get it in this clip, but you can see to my right, there's a little bit of a stage right there. That's where live bands would play music quite often throughout your cruise. And then straight ahead is one of the whirlpools. I think there's 4 on the ship. This whirlpool was so hot, I couldn't even stick my toes in for longer than a few seconds. So be careful with that. And then to my right, there are some cabanas that are for reservation only. And then in this clip, I pan over to that stage right there where they actually played and DJ'd some music as we were setting sail that evening. This is a Titan Trail, which you can pick up your scuba gear for when you're on your excursion. And then right inside these doors to the immediate right, we have the Social 100 Club, which is for ages 13 to 17. And this is a space where teens can just get to meet new friends, hang out, play games, watch movies. And if you've ever watched any of my other YouTube videos, you'll know that this is where I actually met my best friend Emma many years ago on our cruise. And then across the hallway from Social 100, we have a little vending machine room. This has all of the essentials that you may have forgotten or left at home. Band-aids, sunscreen, any kind of medication that you may need last minute. For my ladies out there, tampons, pads, things like that. Across the way on the starboard side of Deck 16, we have the arcade. I personally did not play in this arcade during our cruise because there was so much to do, but there's so many different games that this arcade offers, such as skee ball, air hockey, with lots of prizes to win. And continuing on the starboard side of Deck 16, we have El Loco Fresh, the Mexican restaurant on board Wonder of the Seas. This is such a great option for breakfast or lunch with pre-made burritos, quesadillas, nachos, and cheese with desserts, fruits, and then they have a condiments bar for your taco desires. Perfect for if you're just getting off of the sports court or just playing golf, mini golf. And then here we have the Cantina Fresca, which is the little bar right outside El Loco Fresh. And then here we have the Wonder Dunes, which is the mini golf place on Wonder of the Seas. This is such a creative and unique mini golf course. I've never seen anything like it, and it is just so much fun if you have the chance to play. Here is the mini zip line that goes across the ship. And then we have the Wonder Playscape. This is a kids jungle gym. Honestly, I don't know how any kid could play on it because it is literally 90 degrees outside. They'd probably burn themselves trying to play on it, but it is such a cool idea and looks so much fun. Like, I would totally play on that. Would you? Here's a little look-see inside. And then at the very aft of deck 16, we have the Ultimate Abyss, which is a dry slide that takes you down 10 stories onto the boardwalk. It is crazy standing at the top of this platform and looking down, seeing the Aqua Theater. And then on the very opposite side of that, we have the Wipeout Bar, perfect for drinks on a hot day, watching people wipe out on the Flow Rider. And then here I'll show you straight down the Aqua Theater. It's crazy. I was nervous to hold my phone over the edge. And then here is the Flow Rider. Unfortunately, Wonder of the Seas only has one, so it is split between surfing and bodyboarding, and it does take a long time, but it is definitely something I recommend trying out a couple times. And then here is the entrance to the zip line. And then to my left here, we have the sports court, which basketball is frequently played here. I mean, it is set up like a basketball court, but they also do have soccer, volleyball, dodgeball, so many different games. And then here we have a few ping pong tables. There are tournaments played here throughout the entirety of the cruise. Moving on with deck 15, we have Windjammer Marketplace, which is the buffet option that is located on Wonder of the Seas in the aft of the ship. This is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's a washi station at the entrance with a bar and cafe, as well as bakery, Mediterranean and Asian options, as well as, classics such as hamburgers, hot dogs, french fries, and then salads. I mean, the menu always is changing, so you're always going to find something that you like, but the food here is literally just so good. I can't tell you how many times me and my family ate there, mainly because we couldn't get any reservations for main dining, but the food truly is so good here. So the Windjammer is actually shaped in a big U, but whatever is on the right side or starboard side has the same options as what is offered on the left side or port side. So you're always going to find plenty of options. They have international foods, salads, and like I said, the menus are different. Each day they change up the foods that are offered, but you're always going to have those constants such as like hot dogs, hamburgers, pastas, stuff like that. It is truly so delicious and such an easy option because there's no wait times. You can get a seat. You may not have the seat that you want or the closest, but there's always going to be seats available.
And home for me is wherever you are. Home is where my heart is. Home is where the heart is. And all the roads lead me back to you. Lead me back to you.
continuing on, we have the Mason Jar, which is a southern restaurant and bar that plays live music and offers brunch and dinner. They serve things like beignets, beef brisket, coleslaw, mac and cheese, Cajun fries, blueberry Johnny cakes, cornmeal flatbreads, barbecue pulled pork, crispy chicken skin, and torn mint. These are just what the website is telling me. It is not a part of your cruise price, so it will be an upcharge, but I definitely recommend trying it out. To the outer part of the deck, we have one of the main pools. This is on the starboard side, but this pool is identical to the one which is right across the way. There are some loungers that are located in the water so you can enjoy the sun while also being cooled off. Here's a shower to rinse off after you're in the pool for a little bit. And this is the smoking section, so if you are a smoker, this is the only place on the ship that you can smoke other than the casino. And then here is Lime and Coconut, one of the other bars, like I said, that is located on the ship. And then to my right, we have a towel station. And then here is the beach pool. This is a really nice pool, pretty similar to the main pool, but it's another option that you have to do a little lap around. And then here is the Perfect Storm, the other water slide located on the ship. I did go down it, but don't have a video of me doing it. Here is some stranger going down. He looks like he's having fun. I definitely did get stuck and didn't even go around one full time. But that was just me. You let me know if you make it around more than I did. And then through these doors, we have the solarium. Right as you're entering in the solarium, you have one of the whirlpools, and this is such a nice pool. It is kind of like a hot tub, but it's actually in the air-conditioned part of the solarium. There's TVs, you can look over the edge and see the water when we are set sail. Here's a beautiful mural. Isn't that so pretty? Yeah. And then entering the solarium, now it is, I believe, 16 and older that you have to be able to come in, but this is such a nice amenity for the adults on the ship. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Wow. And here's a hot tub. They actually do have 2 of them in here. And those doors you see right ahead, I didn't go out on it, but that is the sun deck. You are right on top of the captain's command thingy. I forget the word for it at the moment, but you are right above the captain's quarters. Here's one of the waiting pools that you can get to sit in with loungers. There's a tiny pool up there. I thought it was pretty small, and it was definitely like completely filled with people during the cruise. I never went in it, but it looked fun. Here is one of the bars that is located in the solarium. Get your cocktail and dip in the pool. And then moving inside. The Solarium Bistro is a Mediterranean buffet that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is a very similar dining option to Windjammer, however you will find more Mediterranean food options that also frequently rotate their dishes. It is a more casual dining experience, so you are free to enjoy your shorts and a t-shirt however you please in the Solarium Bistro. the Splash Away Bay, which is the kids' water play area. It is always guarded by lifeguards, so you have no need to worry about your children being at risk. Here is another towel station, and then right in the middle of this deck we have Sprinkles, the ice cream spot. I mean, come on. Do I need to say any more? No. And then on the other side of Sprinkles, we have the TV screen and this cool looking astronaut statue thing. So cool. I got my picture by it. And you have this beautiful view of Central Park, which we will tour later. And then here's the other main pool that is on the starboard side. Moving on to deck 14, in the aft of the ship, we have the card room. Here you can play solitaire, euchre, go fish, war. There were people playing in there, so I didn't really want to go in. Look at all those cool sculptures down the elevator shaft. So cool. And then in the forward of the ship, we have Adventure Ocean. This is the kids' daycare play area. Honestly, it's so cool. They also have the Royal Escape Room, which I would have loved to try. I never did it. I don't know why. I don't think my parents would have done it with me. But all your kiddos can come here and you can get a day with yourself, by yourself, have a little fun by the pool without any kids. This is a perfect place for them to go. They can meet other kids, play foosball, watch movies, do science experiments, all this cool stuff. Honestly, I would love to play here too. I just know that theater looks so awesome inside. I wish I could have seen it. On decks 12 and 11, we have mostly staterooms, but there is one restaurant called Wonderland, the Imaginative Cuisine. This is an additional cost restaurant. It is a fixed price, so you pay one price and you get a 4-course meal, I believe. But it is Alice in Wonderland themed, and this is an experience you will not want to pass up. A lot of the things on the menu, I don't want to try butchering up and pronouncing it, but they do have a menu that is, you have to paint it for it to show up. It changes with water, but it is based on the elements: earth, sea, fire, ice, and sun. And you have everything from buffalo chicken eggs to crispy chicken, crispy shrimp kataifi with scotch bonnet pepper, or red and white tuna sashimi, or the ocean citrus with yuzu granite. I can't pronounce a lot of things from this menu, so just look it up for yourself. It is pretty incredible, all the things that they offer. I thought it was so cool how the elevators are even painted to match the theme of Wonderland. Deck 10 is entirely staterooms, so we're going to move on to decks 8 and 9 with the music hall, which is located in the aft of the ship. This is similar to Dazzles, which is located on Allure of the Seas, but music hall, they host trivia, bingo, live music bands all throughout the trip. It is seriously so enjoyable to be here, and you have this gorgeous window that has a crazy view of the aft of the ship. You can see the Aqua Theater and the Ultimate Abyss from here. Moving towards the front of the ship from the music hall, we have Central Park, which is located on deck 8. And yes, guys, these are all real living plants that they have on the ship, which is crazy to think about. In the middle, right straight in front of me, we have the Rising Tide Bar. And then to my right, we have Central Park, 150 Central Park. This is a upcharge restaurant, but it is a more formal dining option. Like I said, this is the Rising Tide Bar. It goes up and down every half an hour and serves your favorite cocktails, drinks, and mixers. Here on the opposite side of the Rising Tide, we have Chops Grill, which is another fixed price premium dining that is not included, but it is available for only dinner and lunch. And it is an American steakhouse that is serving your, steaks, french fries, the really good high quality meal. And then here we have the Trellis Bar, which is the bar that is located in Central Park. Beautiful at night. And then you can see all of this greenery. It's just gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Look at these purple flowers. So pretty. And here up on my left, we have the Park Cafe, which is a cute little cafe that is open for breakfast and lunch. It is included in your trip cost, so this is nothing extra. They offer everything from salads, fresh pressed paninis and sandwiches, fruits. This is such a great option for if you miss the Windjammer or you're just hungry for a snack after swimming all day. This is such a great option. Continuing on outside, they actually did have live music here on the last night of our cruise, and it was just so beautiful. And back on the starboard side of Central Park, we have Giovanni's Table, which is another upcharge restaurant. Now, I personally have not tried any of these upcharged restaurants just because my family is frugal and we like to do what is included in our cruise cost, but the food I have heard is amazing and it really is worth it. I mean, just look at this outdoor decoration and outdoor seating. It just looks so cool. Then there is Giovanni's Wine Bar, which we did just pass. Look, statue. And then here's the true entrance of Central Park. We actually came in the back way. But now on the port side of Central Park, right in front of Park Cafe, we have some of the retail shops that are located on the ship. Here is Effie, Regalia, moving on to deck 7, we do have majority of this deck is staterooms, but in the very aft of the ship we do have the rock climbing wall. Now the rock climbing wall is accessible through 2 different areas. We have on deck 7, if you continue through the staterooms, through the hallway all the way to the back, you can get to it there, or if you use the boardwalk and go up the stairs. This is such a fun activity to do, and it's open many different hours throughout your trip, so just check your cruise compass for that. Back down to deck 6, we have the start of the boardwalk, which is towards the mid-aft of the ship. The boardwalk has a little bit of everything. There's a restaurant, an arcade, entertainment, the aqua theater. It is just so cool. And this is also where the ultimate abyss leads out. To my right, we have a few arcade games here. And then to my left is the doghouse, which is hot dogs galore. And then in front of me, we have a carousel. This is so pretty. I don't even know why they have one on a cruise ship. And then here to my left, we have Sugar Beach. Here is a nighttime view of it when it was actually open. They have, oh my gosh, candy, like every different type. Every kid's dream. I mean, look at this. Jelly beans, gumdrops, jawbreakers, gummy worms. I mean, look at this. And Squishmallows. And I believe this was gelato, or it was just regular ice cream. I did not have it, but it looks so good. And then back to daytime view. Here we have the kids shop, which I believe was closed, but it is just like Royal Caribbean's merch shop for kids specifically. And then here to my left, which is on the starboard side, we actually have Johnny Rockets. They're open for breakfast, which is included in your cost of the cruise, but also lunch and dinner. It is an upcharge to eat lunch and dinner here. Okay, and across the way we have Playmakers Bar and Grill. Here is where the ultimate abyss ultimately leads out. That was a corny joke, I'm so sorry. And then here, right next to Johnny Rockets, we have a little kids play area. Those look like giant Pringles to me. Does it look like Pringles to you? And then right behind the exit of the ultimate abyss, we have the Aqua Theater. Now, I'm going to insert a little clip of the show that we saw. Truly the most amazing show I think I've ever seen. If you do sit in the front rows of the Aqua Theater, you will get wet. So just know that I told you that. And then here you can see the rock walls from the Boardwalk. And then making a little loop around here on my left, we have Playmakers Bar and Restaurant. Here they play football games, baseball games, literally any sports game that is going on pretty much in America or around the world, they have it playing here. Now this is an upcharge restaurant, but it is not a fixed price, so any individual food items that you want, you can get here. And then here is the Playmakers Arcade. Moving on inside, still continuing on deck 6, here we have to my immediate left the loyalty desk. This is going to be for any Crown and Anchor Society members who have any questions or concerns that they need to talk to a staff member about. And then further on in, here we have the Schooner Bar. Here they play lots of live music throughout the evening. Then continuing around to the starboard side of the ship, here we have shore excursions where you can book your excursions. And then this is the focus gallery where you will be able to see all of the pictures that crew members take of you throughout your trip. And then at the forward of the ship, here we have Vitality Cafe. This is a combination of hair salon. You can get your hair and nails done, pedicures, manicures. The Vitality Cafe has like smoothies, and I believe they have wraps as well.
Summer got my heart.
You can get the full spa treatment, hair treatment, get a little glam.
Heart feeling broken.
And then through the Vitality Cafe, you can access the fitness center, which is going to be straight ahead. And then here is the fitness center. Here is probably one of the biggest gyms that I have seen on land and on sea. They have ellipticals, treadmills, bike machines, and then of course, all different types of weight machines. They also do have yoga classes and different exercise classes that you can participate in throughout your trip. And then down the stairs, here we have, this is on deck 5 actually, the running track. And I would say this is a pretty large running track for one that is on a cruise ship. It goes around the entire perimeter of the ship, and actually from this running track you can access this little balcony area, which would be a nice break from your run, given that it's going to be like 90 degrees when you do it. But here you can also access the Royal Promenade, which is on deck 5. Little bathroom for if you need to go while you're running.
And home for me is wherever you
So at this point we are at the forward of the ship. Here to my left is the top balcony access of the Royal Theatre, and then now heading towards the mid of the ship, we are walking through the Royal Promenade. Straight ahead, here we have a Starbucks, perfect for your morning coffee. And then here we have Spotlight Karaoke, a karaoke bar. They also do have trivia and bingo here too. Here in the middle, we have one of the retail vendors. They do have sales and promotions throughout the trip. And here is Solera Beauty. They offer all different types of brands from Chanel, Lancome, Yves Saint Laurent, Prada, Ralph Lauren, even Bath & Body Works, which I did not even notice. And then here to my right, we have Port Merchants. These are just premium alcohols that you can get while on the ship. And here we have Cask and Clipper. Here is an Irish pub and bar. They do have live music playing throughout the trip. It is so alive at night. I love it in here. Here they do have the sailing away party, and there's a view into Central Park. Here to my right, we have the accessory place. They truly have all different types of beautiful jewelry. I could have spent my whole savings here. Here's a cute little car, Mustang. I don't even know how they got it in here. Continuing on, we have Cafe Promenade, which is one of the included cafes here on Wonder of the Seas. They offer everything from Starbucks coffee, refill station for your water bottles, as well as breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have wraps, croissants, things to grab on the go. Here in front of me, I have the entrance to the Rising Tide bar. And then here to my right next to Cafe Promenade, we have guest services. This is where you'd come if you have any problems with your stateroom or luggage. Right next to that, we have the collection. Here's where you can find luxury handbags, things like that. And then here is the Voom, the internet service that is on board. And then here we have another shore excursions kiosk area. And then here right next to me we have port and shopping desk, which will show you all of the shopping options to whichever port you go to. And then immediately to the left of that we have the Bionic bar. Here is it truly at work, creating the drinks. It is so cool to see this in action. Here's a beautiful grand staircase leading to deck 6. And then now on the starboard side, we have the main regalia store. And a staircase to the Focus photo gallery. And here we have a little station to book your next cruise with Royal Caribbean. Right next to that we have my favorite by far, Sorrento's Pizza. I mean, does this look like authentic or what? They are pretty much open the entire day, serving all different kinds of pizza and pasta. And when I tell you it is the best pizza I've ever had, me and my family can attest. It is truly some of the best pizza we've ever had. Here we have the shop, which is where you can get all of your Royal Caribbean merch. They actually have some pretty good options here, even options for dogs, and really cute collection of sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, which I could not decide which one I wanted. Look at that cowboy hat. And then here we have Boleros, the Latin bar and nightclub. And here's Starbucks from the front. Boleros, I just had so much fun watching the couples dance and wishing I had a partner to dance with. And then down the staircase that is on the Royal Promenade, we have access to deck 4. Here we are in the forward of the ship, and here you can see the entrance to Royal Theatre. Now, for some reason, I decided to record it like this, but heading to the aft of deck 4, we have one of the 3 levels of the main dining room. This is included in your cruise cost, so it is no extra charge, but you do have to reserve your seating, your dining plan ahead of time. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to eat here with my family because we were too late. On the port side, we have Izumi, which is the hibachi and sushi grill. This is a premium dining restaurant, so unfortunately it is not included, but I hear it is quite the experience. Heading back out from Hibachi, we have straight towards the mid of the ship, the Casino Royale. I don't think I need to explain much here, but it is quite the casino, and I did play a few slots myself. Leaving the casino, we have an art gallery. They do have auctions throughout the cruise. To my right, we have Studio B, which is the ice rink located on ship. They do have open skates as well as ice skating shows that are so cool to watch. Here we were having the muster drill. To my left here we have the attic, which is where the comedy club is, and the Diamond Lounge. Here this is for Diamond Crown and Anchor members only. Here they also have bingo in the attic as well as a bar. Pretty fun. I just love the theme and the decorations they have in all of these different locations around the ship. Across from the attic, we have the Golden Room. This is a branch of the casino. I think this is for high stakes card games. Here again at the forward of the ship, we do have the Royal Theatre, which holds Broadway shows and live music productions. They are truly so good. And that concludes the walkthrough of Wonder of the Seas. I really hope you enjoyed this video, that you were able to see all the amazing things that Wonder of the Seas has to offer. If you did like this video, please leave a like and comment down below what your favorite location on the ship was. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!